So today we got to talk about how Baby Doge could create millionaires during this next bull market. This is really big and it's a really good topic because a lot of people have been asking, can Baby Doge reach 6Z1? Can Baby Doge reach 5Z1? So we're going to explain how Baby Doge could reach a certain price target and create millionaires while holding a certain amount of Baby Doge. So we're going to discuss all that in this video. Go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section, all that good stuff. And definitely check out the link in the description for Chart Prime if you want these trading view indicators. But anyways, let's go over Baby Doge and how it could quite possibly create some millionaires during this next bull run. So first things first, looking at the Baby Doge price, it's at 8Z1314, down 1.1% in the last 24 hours, with $205 million in market cap and $1.19 million in 24-hour trading volume. Now, just looking at the market cap, we have a lot of upside potential if you think about it. So it's definitely possible for us to get all the way up to a billion. We already did a billion market cap, right? And in order to get to $1 million, that's what we want to look at. We want to look at what market cap do we have to get to get to $1 million. And that's the main thing that we're trying to find out here. So first things first, the first thing way that we can actually get there is kind of looking at the price now and determine when the actual bull market is going to start. And I've actually discussed this inside of my previous live stream. And it's pretty interesting because the bull market, in my personal opinion, is about to start. Actually, if you look at all of the signals, it shows that it is actually already in effect. And if you want to go and look at the 4-hour chart, you can see we've been on a straight uptrend since January 1st. And that's right down here at this point right here. So from January 1st till now, we've been on a uptrend here on Baby Doge. And if you actually go ahead and look at this uptrend line that I have set up here, you can see we have touched the supports every single time we have pulled back. Now this next one that we should do, either will stop at about 29 to 28K, or it'll go all the way down to 26, 25K and end up touching this trend line here. So that's what we're looking at here for Bitcoin. And see, if it happens like that, the nice part about this is that's when we're going to actually start the bull market. That's when we're going to actually start to gain some more price movement inside of Bitcoin. So we're expecting Bitcoin to come back here and pull back to about 25, 26K. And then we should continue to go from there. And if we do break this this trend line here, then we're in trouble if we break that trend line. If we go below 25K, we're in trouble here with Bitcoin. We don't want to go below 25K. That would literally end the whole bull cycle that we had here. And we have a good cycle going on. So we don't want to go below 25K. But every single time period for the charts is showing that we are primed for a breakout. And even looking at the momentum wave band here on Bitcoin, you can see even if we pull back down just a little bit, we're still inside of the green for that wave. So 27K, it might be where we end up stopping. We might not even go all the way down to the trend line and touch 26K or 25K down here. We might just end up stopping here around 27K and then going up from there. So that's what could quite possibly happen here for Bitcoin. And like I was saying previously with the 1 week chart, there's also this main area here with Bitcoin, this wedge, pretty much showing that we're about to have a breakout. We just need that last pullback, like showing here on the oscillator, that last pullback before we have the next pump. So that's really what we're looking at right now for Bitcoin. But like I said, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, just going over my personal opinions on what could be happening right now inside of the crypto market. And I do believe we already started the bull market in January 1st. And we've been on a straight uptrend since January 1st. So that's a huge telltale signal that we are in the bull market. And this is only the beginning of the bull market. And the reason why this is so important for how Baby Doge could create millionaires is because if Baby Doge continues to pull back, just like Bitcoin, pulling back to 27K Bitcoin, then we could quite possibly see Baby Doge also pull back to the momentum wave band and probably the bottom area of this momentum wave band over at about 8Z108. 80108, somewhere around there, or we could add on another zero and go back down to 8Z or 9Z9. And I know a lot of people don't want to see 9Z9. And remember, when I say Z, like 8Z something, that means 8 zeros after the decimal point, and then 8 zeros after the decimal point, and then 9. And that's just because it's way, way, way too many zeros. So I'm not going to say all the zeros. So I'm going to say 8Z, meaning 8 zeros after the decimal All right. So now that we got that down, let's talk about where Baby Doge could quite possibly go to. And we're going to actually do this math problem based off of a 9Z9 price point. And that's for Baby Doge. Because I believe that as Bitcoin pulls back to 27K, we will most likely see Baby Doge also pull back down to 9Z9 or 8Z1. So we're actually either going to look at 9Z9 or 8Z1. Just to kind of simplify things, we could go ahead and do 8Z1. But looking at the price target are the prices for Baby Doge, we have been on a downtrend since February. So Bitcoin has been on its uptrend since the 1st of January, and actually Baby Doge has been on a downtrend since February. So we had an uptrend as well inside of January, which is pretty much proof showing that as Bitcoin goes up, we also go up as well, because we had a really nice pump inside of the markets here. But for the first thing, we're going to talk about how we could quite possibly get millionaires here with Baby Doge. So the first thing that you're going to want to look at is the current price of Baby Doge as well as the circulating supply. Now, first things first, we're going to do some math here, and we're going to go ahead and figure this out. So we're going to take that current circulating supply and we're going to paste that right there. That's 156 quadrillion. We're going to go ahead and multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 13, just so you can see that this math is actually correct. So when you do that, it equals 204 million market cap, just like down here is at 205 million. Obviously, they didn't have the extra little numbers at the end, so it's not exactly on point, but 205 million is what it shows here, and obviously it needs to update, and 204 million is what it shows now. So we pretty much have 205 million market cap right now. And the reason why this is important is because if you go over here and paste our circulating supply and you multiply that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we do 9Z9, well, then that'll be 140 million market cap. Now, I don't think we're just going to lose all that money in Baby Doge like that out of nowhere. What I believe is about to happen here is we're probably going to go down to 8Z1, like 8Z1 flat. So probably something like that, which will look a little bit more like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll look a little bit more like 156 million, maybe even like 160 million. It may get to like 8Z12, 8Z11, but somewhere around there is what we're looking for. So speaking on how we could quite possibly get to a million, we got to look at our price targets here for Baby Doge. Now, first of all, a lot of people are talking about how 5Z1 is their price target. I'm going to show you 5Z1. And yes, it's possible, but in a very long-term perspective, maybe it's not going to happen this year, possibly not even happening next year. And this is why 5Z1 may not happen this year or next year. So looking at that, that is 156 billion market cap, not million, 156 billion market cap. So when we're doing this millionaire calculation here, we're doing it based off of 6Z1 instead, because it's much easier to reach 6Z1 than it is to reach 5Z1, because 5Z1 is only going to get you, it's only going to actually all the way go up to 156 billion market cap. But if we look at the math problem here, for 6Z1 and multiply that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then we see that's 15.6 billion market cap, which is definitely achievable. At the peak, Dogecoin reached 90 billion market cap. At the peak, Shiba Inu reached 50 billion market cap, somewhere around there. So I definitely believe we can get to 15.6 billion market cap inside of Baby Doge inside of the next bull market. But when we look at 156 billion market cap, I mean, BNB isn't even at 156 billion market cap. Tether isn't even at 156 billion market cap. In 156 market cap, 156 billion market cap is right below Ethereum's market cap. So we're not going to even be delusional and say 5Z1. I know I've said 5Z1 in the future, so you can mark me on those words. I've said it before too. But doing the math right now and looking at it, what we really want to look towards in this next bull market is 6Z1. So let's be realistic on how we're going to become millionaires here. So first things first, if you want to talk about 6Z1, like I said, that's 15.6 billion market cap. And we can go ahead and confirm it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 15.6 billion market cap. Now, let's say we go down to 8Z1, right? We're just going to do this from the perspective of us going down to 8Z1. So let's say you had $1,000, right? And you divide that by 8Z1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? And you divide this by 8Z1. and that will give you 1 trillion baby doge. You then multiply your 1 trillion baby doge by 6Z1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will then give you $100,000 minus 10% when you sell, which will really be $90,000, right? And then we could also take that 1 trillion baby doge right here, and then you can go ahead and multiply that by 5Z1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we reach 156 billion market cap, you would have $1 million. But we already explained how that's going to be very hard for baby doge to get to 156 billion market cap. It's going to be very hard for any crypto to reach that. So it's a very, very far in the future. So like I was saying, we're really looking towards 15.6 billion market cap. So that's really what we're looking towards here when we're talking about baby doge. Now, is it possible to get to 156 billion market cap? Yes, maybe 2, 3 years, 4 or 5, something like that. But what we're looking at is the bull market, the next bull market, which 6Z1 is definitely achievable. So looking at 6Z1 for baby doge, what we can kind of guess here is if 1 trillion baby doge is $1,000 at 8Z1, then what would we have to have? We would actually have to have $10,000, because if you take $10,000 and divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, and that's 10 trillion baby doge, and we multiply that by 61, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that then gives you $1 million minus 10%, which is $900,000. So now let's kind of take this to another step further, because let's just say our current price instead of 8Z1. This is us not thinking that we're going to have a pullback like I just mentioned here. If we didn't have that pullback coming in all the way down to here to 8Z1, because that pullback would have to bring us all the way down to this area right here, which is 8Z1. It would literally have to bring us all the way down here. So let's say it didn't bring us down there, and we just ended up starting to put our money in at the area we are now, which is at 8Z1312. So let's just do 1 3 for to make it simple. So let's say you had now $1,000 and you want to go ahead and divide it by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 3 8Z13. Well, that's only 769 billion baby doge. So if you multiply that by 61, 1 2 3 4 5 6, you're really only getting $76,000 minus 10%. You're really only getting like $65,000 or $66,000, something like that. So if that is going to be the case here with that, then we kind of got to take a step back and be like, okay, what do we really have to get, or what do we really have to have in baby doge to get to a million at the current price that we're at now? So if we do $10,000, I can tell you right now that's going to be $766,000. That's 61. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 3, and that's 7.692 trillion baby doge multiplied by 1 2 3 4 5 6, and $769,000. So what you would really have to have in baby doge would probably be more so around $15,000 divided by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 1 3. That'll give you 11.5 trillion baby doge. Multiply that by 1 2 3 4 5 6 1. That will give you $1,153,846.15. So now, and I know it's a lot of math, now we can go ahead and multiply that by 0.1, because remember, there's a 10% tax when you sell. So take off $115,000 from that price that we just now seen. So if you take off $115,000 from $1,153,000, then boom, now you have $1 million. So to kind of bring this full circle, what you need right now inside of baby doge to get $1 million during the peak of the bull market, probably around 61, if we were to reach 61 in the bull market, you will need $15,000 inside of baby doge. So that is pretty much the answer here. And again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, again, that would be 11.538 trillion baby doge. So 11.5 trillion baby doge to get to that millionaire status by the peak of our bull market. If you were to hold it the whole time and it were to actually get there, then that's what you would have to have. 11.5 trillion baby doge coming out to $15,000. So let me know what you think about this. Do you think that's plausible? Do you think it's worth it? Or do you think there's other cryptos that'll get you to $1 million? Now, I will say, being honest here, there are a lot of other cryptos that could get you to that million dollar status. And I can just show you some, actually, for instance, just to kind of put things into perspective, because Baby Doge isn't the only meme coin or crypto in general that could get you all the way up to $1 million. I mean, we can just look at Pancake Swap, and I'm not saying that Pancake Swap is going to get you all the way up there, but at the peak, Pancake Swap was at $43.96. So if at the peak, Pancake Swap was at $43.96, well, you can go ahead and do 43.96 cents. At the peak, Pancake Swap was at $9.1 billion market cap. Now, during the next bull market, it probably could have a way larger market cap than that. So let's just kind of do a little bit of math here as well. Let's say you wanted to take that $15,000 and instead you just wanted to put it inside a Pancake Swap. So divide that by $1.50, and that'll get you your amount of Pancake Swap that you have, which will be 10,000 cake. So you can take your 10,000 cake, all right, and multiply that by the peak, which is $43.96. That's only $439,000. So the same amount in general is only going to get you $439,000 in Pancake Swap. So Baby Doge does have an upper hand, but that's just assuming that Pancake Swap doesn't get past its all-time high, which it probably will. But we're just using that as an example. And now there are other cryptos out there that could probably also get you up there as well. It just depends, what crypto you really want to get in on. So there's a lot of different ones that you can choose to get to $1 million. It just depends which one do you think is more solid, and which one do you think is 100% going to get to your price target. I would say there's a lot of other cryptos that will probably get you there much safer than Baby Doge. I do like Baby Doge, but let's be completely honest, it is a meme coin, and there are a lot of projects that have like really good utilities and just all around good cryptos that could get you up there at a good pace. I'm not saying Baby Doge couldn't do that for you, but I am saying that there are other cryptos that could do that for you inside of a more safer way. So you can take that for what it is. I guess decide for yourself whether or not you think that it's a good idea to put $15,000 into Baby Doge and expect it to hit 6Z1, because we're not 100% sure if Baby Doge will hit 6Z1, right? We're not 100% sure. Now, another crypto that has near the same market cap as Baby Doge, only about 3 million market cap, or 2 million market cap more than Baby Doge, and reached an all-time high of 21 cents, is Anchor Network. So there are a lot of different cryptos out there that you can choose from, and Anchor is another one of those. For instance, let's say Anchor gets to $1, that is $1 is 8.1 billion market cap, but I believe Anchor could probably do more than that. So you can take it for what it is. Let's just say it does get to $1 from where it's at now, or you could say Anchor getting to $2 being at a $16 billion market cap. So I will do the $2 because that'll bring it more closer to the market cap that Baby Doge was at 6Z1, which was 15.6 billion. So if Anchor gets to $2 and you put $15,000 in, and Anchor is a pretty solid project, so in theory it really should do this during the bull market. Let's just take $15,000 divided by 0.253, and that will bring you to about 592,000 Anchor multiplied by 2, because $2, and that'll get you to the same amount as Baby Doge, and you won't have to pay a 10% tax. So you get to keep that extra $185,000. So like I said, there's a lot of other projects that could get you to millionaire status, not just Baby Doge. So take that for what it is. Decide on your own what exactly it is that you want out of your crypto I get investment, if you want to say that. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is all completely up to you. There's a lot of cryptos that have very low market cap that could probably give you more higher of a return, but they're a little bit more riskier. So it's all up to you and what exactly you want out of things. You can look at SafePal, for instance, and you can do another math problem for this. Let's just say we have $15,000. Well, first let's make a price target for SafePal, and it's all about your price targets and when you're gonna sell. So if we're gonna take this and multiply this by, let's just say we can multiply it by the peak of SafePal was at $4.19. Let's take SafePal to $10. So if SafePal gets to $10, that's 3.6 billion market cap. And whether or not you think it can reach there or not, that's completely up to you. But I think this next bull market, billions and actually trillions of dollars are going to flow inside of not baby doge. Is going to flow inside the crypto market. We're going to get trillions of dollars, and people are projecting that we get up to 10 trillion inside of the crypto market during this next bull market. Now, the market cap of all of crypto right now is at 1.254 trillion, right? And that shows it right up here at the top. But people are saying we could get up to 9 trillion inside of there, or 10 trillion. So that's going to be insane. So let's just say, for instance, we take this and then we multiply this by our target price for SafePal. Let's say we think SafePal can get to $10. That's 3.697 billion in market cap. That's if you think it can get to $10, and you can do it again. If you think that SafePal can get to $20, you're looking at 7.39 billion. You can do it again if you want. If you think SafePal will get to $30, and for it to be closer to the target price that we're doing for Baby Doge, you'd probably have to do 30. No, you probably actually have to do $40 to get closer to that. And it's a little bit closer. So you see how far this can go. So we can look at it at $45. That'll be closer. So let's say it can get to $45, which is completely insane. But let's just say it could do that. You can go ahead and do 55 or $15,000 divided by 44 cents, 6280, giving you 33,611 SafePal multiplied by $50. And that gives you 1.6 million. So you get more out of that. So it's completely up to you where you want to put your money. But approximately $15,000 in not any crypto, but a crypto that has 100x potential could get you all the way up to $1 million. And just to kind of put things into perspective, 100x potential here, 100x from 15,000 is $1.5 million. So if you want to become, and you also got to think about taxes. That's why I keep setting it at 1.5 million. And you don't want to just make 1 million. You want to make 1.5 million because you're going to pay 38% inside taxes. If you're in the US, you're going to be in the highest tax bracket, and it's capital gains tax. And you got to take into consideration your state. I live in Florida, so 0% state taxes. But anyways, yeah, you want to get 1.5 million. You don't want to just, because if you do times 0.38, which is going to be the percentage of this, you're losing $570,000. Yeah, so yeah, you're losing $570,000 inside of taxes, unless you take that money right there and invest and put like 25% down on multiple rental properties and move people into those. And now you're a landlord. Now you're getting big tax deductions there. So it's all depends on what you want to do. But in general, you need about $15,000 to become a millionaire inside of crypto if you're looking towards the next bull market. And that's not even just in Baby Doge. That's inside of virtually all cryptos from rank 150 down. Or you can say from rank 100 down, but I like to say from rank 150 down. And those will be your $200 million market cap cryptos. So that's if you believe that those cryptos can, make huge runs to the moon. So yeah, it just depends on what you believe they can do. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. All that good stuff. Like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you want these automated trading indicators on TradingView, then come over here and check out chartprime.com, link inside of the description. And as always, I'll be back with another video.